Hello and welcome to a little video about CSS background images as requested by someone in my Year 10 class 2017. So this is a ridiculously simple web page and that's what's on it so far in the style sheet. There's a whole lot of garbage which you can probably ignore for now. Let's just try chucking a background image in the body of the page. So whatever goes in the body, that means it'll go in on the back of the whole page, because the body of the web page is pretty much, hey, I haven't closed the body tag. What was I doing? Okay, so the body of the page is everything between these two purple tags, which is pretty much everything you can see on the page. So whatever style we apply to the body of the page will happen throughout the whole page. So in the body of the page, in the CSS, we're going to say, give us a background image. And the background image that we're going to use is called image.png, because I just so happen to have it sitting in the folder, and it's not a pretty image at all, and I don't know what size it is or whether it will work, but let's just, hang on, have I done the code right? Let's have a look. Ooh, interesting. Okay, yes, so I have done the code right. Just a second while I make the page back to how it's meant to be. Now, you'll notice what the image has done. It's put itself in the background of the whole page. We could, of course, have put it in the background of a div on the page. Let's just see what that would have done. Oh, nice. So it's exactly the same bit of code. But, come on. Triple click will let you, come on, select a whole line, and then another click will let you move it. Okay, so we've got the background image on the whole page, but say we don't want it to repeat. There are a few little other bits of code that we would add in here to do that, and the easiest way to show you them is on this, what are you doing, computer? W3 Schools page. So we have CSS backgrounds, and you can just put in a background color, a background image, which is what we just did, background repeat. You can tell it whether to repeat or not, and as we scroll down you'll see, and the bottom two we can kind of ignore those for now because they're more advanced. So examples, that's what the background color attribute would look like. Background colors, we know how to do that. Background image. And oh, okay, they have used speech marks in theirs. I feel like I was probably supposed to in mine. Anyway, keeping scrolling. They're still doing it. They're still doing it. This is, no, not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for where we tell it not to repeat. Oh, this is what we want. Okay, so this is telling it to repeat along the x-axis only. So if you were using a background that was, how do you describe this, like tiles with a repeating pattern, you can, with a website, take a quite small picture but with a really plain simple design that is designed to repeat, so you can just have it covering the whole background, repeating itself lots of times. Not like the example I've got, because this picture is not designed to repeat, it just looks slightly crazy. But if it was a simple little swirly pattern or something, or a background of sand or grass or something, that would look quite cute. So let's just experiment if we do this repeat X thing and see what it does, because experimenting is a good way to learn. I like my thingies to be lined up nicely, and F5 to reload. Oh, okay, so background X has made it only repeat along the x-axis, not along both. What else have we got in here? We also have no repeat. That would give us, copy, paste, that would, I suspect, make that little background picture only show up once. Oh, yep, so that background picture is there. Kind of boring, but of course you could make your picture bigger and have it not repeating, then it would cover the whole page. Oh, and position. So you can have it set to a certain place. So I'm going to add that one in here, and we'll just see what it does. So this time it should show up at the top right, if we're lucky. And it's just moved itself. So you could, I assume, go bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right. The only other thing that I think would be useful for you to know is how to resize your picture. So that picture there is stupidly small. If I did want that picture not to repeat, but to just be huge, the easiest I don't know if you can change the size from in here, but what I would tend to do is go into my, not that one, the file where the picture is saved in the folder, and actually get the image, open it in something that makes it easy to edit with. I'm going to go for Paint just because it's easy, although there are hundreds of other programs you could use. And I'm going to go resize, and I might make it like 500% bigger than what it was. The problem with this is it's going to get all pixelated and fuzzy, which is ugly, but for now, don't panic. You'll make a much better quality one for your web page. Now, I'm not going to save over the top of my original. I'm going to save as and give it a new name, and it's going to be called Image 2. Save, which is much larger than Image 1 was. You can get out of the way. You can shrink down as well. Tell us to use it. We don't want image anymore. We want Image 2. Save. We don't want it at the top right. We just want to see what it looks like without that. Okay, it should be bigger. Ooh, too big possibly. You'd have to fiddle with your sizing to get it the right size. But yeah, that's what resizing the image did. Made it bigger. For the more tricky things, you know how to look up W3 Schools. Go into CSS, and when you're in the CSS section, you've got this whole bunch of things you can find out about down the left hand side. The one I'm on is just CSS backgrounds. What else does it give us down here? Oh yeah, it goes on and on. Anyway, have a play. Hopefully that has helped some of you. And where's my video button gone so that I can stop?